This is Artsy. I'm just going to explain the how and why to add reflection probes, manual reflection probes to your rooms and builds. So when we're working in PBR, and I'm working in Alchemy, the PBR version of Alchemy, your items that you buy that are PBR might look a bit chalky or dusty at first when you drop them into your rooms. So right now I have a room, just a test room here, showcasing some of the PBR objects that I have in my store. And I just want to show you, when you first drop them into your spaces, if you don't have any reflection probes, they might look a bit gray around the edges. The reflections, aren't real. It's reflecting the sky, and that's not really what we want in all cases. Because if you've seen these pieces in my store, you know that they look a lot better in my store than they do in here. And I don't want you guys to have that experience, so I'm just going to explain a few things. So anything that is shiny will look different depending on the skybox being used. So if I change my skybox here, you can see that the colors change a little bit more. And sometimes you want to have a little bit more control over how your space looks when it comes to the reflections. So what I need to do is add a manual reflection probe instead of just using the ones that are scattered around here on the ground. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to res out a cube about the same size as my room here. So I'm going to scale this up. Now, the cubes in Second Life don't go bigger than, I think, 2048 or 4096. So you're not going to be able to put it anything past that. You'll have to use multiple of them. But I would caution not to use a whole lot of reflection probes because they are expensive on your system. Also, do not put reflection probes inside of things that you wear. They should only go around rooms or buildings. So I usually try to cover as much real estate as I can with one reflection probe. So I've got my cube here, and I just need to go to features here and then go to reflection probe. And you can change it from sphere to box. Now sphere is going to take a spherical picture of your surroundings within this yellow area, highlighted area. The box is going to put it around the entire shape of your cube, which is what you want in most cases. So I'm adding this right around my room. In the official Second Life documentation, I do believe they have the square boxed within, like leaving the outside uncovered. But that's a personal choice, whether you want to put it around the entire building or not. I like to come just a little bit outside of the building. Sometimes you might notice a difference on the ground if you have a reflection probe that comes all the way to the ground or not. Might take some tinkering around to get the way you want it, but you can always change it later. So now I have a reflection probe in here, and that looks good. So I'm going to come back inside. Now you can see that it doesn't look the same as it did without the reflection probe. And so when I change to these different skyboxes, these different skies, I'm retaining, my reflections pretty good. Now, when you're in a more dark room, you'll also want to add a manual light source. So I'm going to add one of my lamps into this room, and you're really going to see it come to life once you add a manual light. So I'm going to add now you can really see the power of these materials. So as you can see, my walls look so much better now. My gold is looking good, my bronze. Everything's looking the way that I really intend for it to look. So we can go back in and change more of these skies, and it's gonna retain better you know, the colors that you're wanting, the kind of atmosphere that you're wanting on the inside of your rooms. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It takes the chalkiness away, the dustiness away, when you first bring something into your space. And if you've never added one before, you don't have one there. So make sure you add some reflection probes. Not too many, not too little. You will kind of see like a dividing line here if your cube did not spread all the way to the outside, or not all the way on the inside. And you can change that. You can edit these reflection probes here. You can see the difference that makes. You can actually see that on the couch as well. You can see the difference there. All right, so we're good to go. If you find that you're not able to select any of your reflection probes, just go up here to build and then options, and make sure you have select reflection probes enabled. And that way you can always come back and edit this later. All right, so that's it. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions. Make sure you come visit me at the store, Artsy Originals PBR store, and come check out all the amazing things that you can do with PBR. All right, there we go. See you guys soon.